Welcome, dear students, for the part 4 of our lesson Evolution of Mankind. In previous part we have discussed some of the species of human beings, which include Homo habilis. Then we discuss about Homo erectus. Then third part we discuss about Homo neanderthal man. Now today we'll be discussing about the interesting species of human being, that is Homo sapiens. So I have told you the literal meaning of Homo means what? Homo means man or human beings, and sapiens means what? Intelligent or Cro-Magnon man. So these people were known as intelligent people or intellectual man. Why? Because his brain was very much developed, he was intelligent and clever. And Europe, he was known as Cro-Magnon man. In Europe, Homo sapien is also known with Cro-Magnon man. The Homo sapien and Cro-Magnon man is the same. So here's more information about Homo sapiens. The evidences of Homo sapiens are found in places like Asia, Africa and Europe. So these people were found in almost whole part of the world. And their larynx was developed. It is, we can say, a body part that is found in the throat. And their jaw muscles were also very much developed. The jaw muscles and the tongue was flexible. And these things, as larynx, jaw muscle and flexible tongue, these three things are very useful for a person to talk clearly. Because we are able to talk clearly because our jaw muscles are stretchable, they are flexible. Our tongue can move from any part of the mouth. That is very much useful for us to produce different type of sounds. Various types of sound we can produce: low voice, then high voice, then different types of sound we can produce because of these things. We are able to speak clearly because of flexible muscles of the jaw. Then larynx is developed, this is also one thing, and tongue, which is movable tongue. So these are the useful parts that were developed in the man called as a Homo sapiens. So this was very useful for Homo sapien to develop the language. So they have discovered and they have developed a quite well language. And the language, as earlier we have discussed about Homo neanderthal, they used to grunt. But Homo sapiens started talking using different languages. And one more invention that they had made was agriculture was beginning. At the time of Homo sapiens, they started turning towards agriculture, and it was very essential for them to become a settled man, because there was no need to travel from place to place in search of food, as they were doing agriculture and producing some crops and other things like hunting also they were doing, then fishing were also doing. Along with that, they were keeping animals also along with them. So animal husbandry, domestication of animal was also done by these people. So these people were quite intelligent, and so they have developed agriculture, and it was the beginning of settled life. Their life was becoming settled because they have to take care of the crops also, and the food problem was solved. And their tools were sharp as compared to earlier, and they had used different metals. They started using metals for making tools. Somewhat they started using iron, but most of the tools also were from stone also. And these tools which were made by these people were useful for farming mostly, because they required axe and other sickles. These things were made by these people which were useful for them in the doing of we can say farming, fishing, hunting. And these were useful, and these were quite sharp as compared to earlier one. So you have to remember the few things about Homo sapiens is that they were intelligent. Their evidences are found in almost most of the part of the world. They started agriculture. Their tools were very sharp and useful for fishing. Then farming was also developed by these people. And the things which were useful for these people, like larynx, jaw muscles, flexible tongue, and they have developed a language. Even they used to draw artistic things, like different things they used to draw, like they even started cave paintings. They used to draw on the walls where they were living in the caves. Even they started building artificial houses or shelters. These all things proves that these were quite intelligent, and they were quite we can say clever human beings. So you have to remember these things. Here are two videos that I will be showing you. So let's watch first one.
We know that the world we live in today is made up of several countries inhabited by us. However, 2.5 million years ago in modern day Africa, there lived a certain species of monkeys. They ate the fruits that grew on the trees on which they lived. The area they lived in was heavily forested. They had long tails which helped them swing from one branch of the tree to another. So the tails helped them grasp objects, but their world was about to change. The temperature began to rise dramatically, and due to the scorching heat, many trees began to die out. The trees became leafless, and the fruits were no longer available. As the monkeys could not find fruits on the trees, they climbed down from their lofty homes and tried to find food on the ground. While walking on the ground, they no longer required their long tails to grip branches or swing about. Because of the disuse of their tails, gradually over several generations, the tail length got reduced. This new generation of monkeys walked about on the ground with their forelimbs and had a very reduced tail. These came to be known as apes. However, their troubles had not yet ended. Because of the extremely high temperature, the ground got scorched. No vegetation was left to sustain the apes. So they abandoned the place and began to migrate northwards in search of cooler climate and food. They finally reached the grasslands. Here they found food in abundance. But this region was full of flesh-eating predators. Since grasslands were vast open areas, there were not enough trees in which the apes could hide and protect themselves. The only way to escape from the predators was to try and outrun them. But their body structure was such that they kept stumbling because their shoulders and arms were bulkier than the rest of the body. Some of them tried to run on their hind limbs but failed. Clearly, they were not suited to live in the grasslands. But gradually, over generations, they began to adapt themselves to these new conditions. Their arms became shorter and less bulkier. Their feet also became longer in size to support their body weight while running on the ground. These species that were adapted for running were the first pre-humans that evolved from the apes. Now again, due to the environmental changes, the grasslands started getting depleted. So they moved out of that area and went towards Eurasia. They went to the new lands where they confronted many different species of wild animals. They noticed a pattern that these wild animals did not attack the humans that stayed in groups or families, but attacked the ones who stayed singularly. So they started living in families. These humans started thinking about ways to protect themselves. They sharpened the edges of wood to make weapons. They also realized that these weapons could be used to kill animals for food. So they started hunting animals. Over generations, their thinking power increased because the size of the brain increased. Now, this species of human beings that evolved in Eurasia has a lot of similarities with us, the modern age man. This change that happened from monkeys in the African forest over generations and thousands of years to human beings in Eurasia is known as evolution of man. If you like this video, then subscribe to our channel. You can also register for free at Delta.
So this was all about how the man has stone and how it has been useful for man to develop. And there are the evidences that shows how the man has changed, and we have seen almost every species of human being how they have evolved. Here is one more video we'll watch.
Humans have evolved through millions of years ago. In an ancient era, men were hunter and lived life as a nomad. They were always traveling from one place to another in search of food, water, and shelter. Early men hunted wild animals and gathered fruits, nuts, and seeds. The life of the early men was a primitive one. They did not wear any clothes during summer, and during winter, they covered their body by the skins of animals, the barks of trees, and leaves. The nights were spent on the trees. They generally used to live in caves and rock shelters. After several years of nomadic life, humans gradually began to settle down to live in one place. This process started about 10,000 years ago, during the New Stone Age. Sources and evidences of early human. Scientists have discovered wealth of evidence related to human evolution. The fossil evidence of early humans indicated that most of the human evolution occurred in Africa and Asia. Several human species were named as Homo. For example, Homo habilis lived in about 2 million years ago and was characterized by having a large brain. They used tools and walked on 2 legs. Fossils of Java man and Peking man were called as Homo erectus. Evidence of hunter-gatherers was found in many places. These evidences were in the form of stone tools, some finished and some unfinished. A large number of tools were found during the evolution of mankind. Most of them are stones. Flint, a type of stone, was widely used to make tools and weapons. Both big and small stones were used for making tools and weapons. The bigger ones were shaped into axe heads, hammers, and choppers. The stone tools were used to cut trees, scrape the barks of trees, dig the ground, hunt animals, stitch animal skins to make clothes, and to chop meat, fruits, and wood. One of the greatest evidences made by early humans was fire. Over a period, humans learned the use of fire. It provided light and kept them warm. Early humans kept fire burning at the entrance of the caves. Evidence of early rock paintings on the walls of early humans have been found. Example, Bhimbetka in Madhya Pradesh is famous for prehistoric paintings. There are over 750 rock shelters, nearly 500 of which have paintings done by early humans. The colors used in the paintings are red, green, white, and ochre. Into early, lower, middle, and late.
Okay, this much was related with your subject. So we have discussed about Homo sapien in today's video. So what you have to do, you do the comparative study of all these human species. You comparely study about Homo habilis, erectus, and then sapiens, Neanderthal, and Homo sapiens sapiens. So it will be easier for you to learn, understand the differences and similarities between these peoples. Along with this, I have given you activity to complete a chart that was told in the part first of our this lesson. So keep doing the activities along with the watching videos and giving worksheets. Okay, I hope this much is enough for this part.